Minecraft is a beautiful game. You start on a barren landscape with absolutely nothing except your bare hands, lost and confused. As you travel across this plane of existence, you gain a new value for the simplicity of this game. You see how many different possibilities can be made with just a few blocks as you try and survive and create something truly incredible. So that maybe one day, when you look back from where you started, you will be amazed by how far you've come. Anarchy servers, on the other hand, are complete dog shit. Well, you're not getting killed by hackers every 5 fucking minutes. You see a swastika every time you look around one fucking corner. You can be racist in chat, and everybody probably looks something like this. Sorry for getting a little out of hand there, but seriously, these servers are absolute garbage. This was originally supposed to be a 2v2t video, but the second I tried to log on to the server, I was immediately slapped in the face with a 13-hour wait. Keep in mind, in that time, you could watch 5 Harry Potter movies, or watch the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy, or even, I don't know, get off your ass, you fat fuck. Now, I wasn't about to wait like 13 hours to get into a Minecraft server, so that's when a stroke of genius came through. What if I just looked at other garbage anarchy servers? So the server I went on was called 9b9t, which is like 2b2t, but with 9s. As if it wasn't obvious enough. And this is your typical anarchy server, you know, the absolute hellhole that is Spawn and all that. So what you're supposed to do when you start out on a server like this is to find a nether portal, because 1 block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld, so it's 8 times faster to escape the hell dimension that is the spawn. So I jumped in the first one I saw, and the nether is just as bad as the spawn in the overworld. I decided to open an ender chest, and then I remembered that I played on this server before, and immediately sent all of the items into the Shadow Realm. So I found another highway and walked along that for a bit, and I saw a portal, and I thought to myself, do I need to go through that? Nah, I'm good. It's not like 2 seconds later I'm gonna die or anything. And I died 2 seconds later. So when I spawned, I was on this giant obsidian platform at build height, so I couldn't get down. But I found another portal, and when I jumped in it, I was trapped with like 3 other people. So I tried beating them up, and I just killed myself to get out. And I was back at square one again. This time I spawned on bedrock, and not that giant obsidian platform, and I met this guy and a hacker. This guy tried beating me up, and we had an epic PvP battle, but then the hacker just killed both of us. I was back on that stupid obsidian platform again, and was met by this guy. And I killed him, because fuck him, am I right? It was at this point where I decided to turn off chat, because people were just spamming racial slurs, and I didn't really want to edit all that out. After walking for a bit, I found this guy, and I think he was just done with life, because he immediately jumped off the platform. I found another portal, and I bet you can guess what happened. Yeah, I got trapped and killed, just like the other 2,000 times. I spawned back at the obsidian platform and just wanted to end it all. So I jumped off the edge and killed myself for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Now at this point you may be thinking, oh, maybe he's learned his lesson about jumping through random nether portals. Yeah, you'd be wrong. Because the second I jumped through it, I died to the same people. I wonder what those people are thinking right now. Like, oh, I bet this guy thinks I'm so cool, killing him over and over again. Like, no. This is what you probably look like. No, you know what? That's too kind. This is what you really look like. This time when I spawned, I found a pathway and actually managed to get relatively far. Now this is gonna take a while I'm walking, so sit back, relax, and enjoy possibly one of the best video game soundtracks of all time. When I found my first tree, I got very excited because I knew I was getting out of the spawn regions. I made my first stone tools, which are pretty bad, but I mean whatever, it's the best I could get. And I kept moving to find a spot to make my base. Along the pathway, there were a few signs with people's usernames on them, and some of them were actually pretty recent. I made a sign saying thanks for the pathway and kept going. Now, it was at this point where I decided to go off the pathway and explore the oceans for a better spot to make my house. After exploring the oceans a bit, I found another pathway with someone's base that had been griefed. I took some granite and wheat seeds, and this server was incredibly laggy, and I honestly wanted to just find the nearest bridge and cannonball off of it, because mining granite was just the worst thing in the world. Now, I kind of felt bad exploiting some random homeless guy to make my base, but I mean, whatever, it's an anarchy server, there are no rules. I found an island where I was going to make my base and immediately started getting to work by chopping down some trees and finding an adequate spot. I dug into a little hole and decorated it just a little bit to make it seem more homely. Now, if I was going to survive in this server, I was going to need to build a sustainable food source to last me a while. So using the wheat seeds I stole from that homeless man, I started to make a farm. But then I realized, wait, I need a bucket for this farm, so I tried to make a mine, but because the server is just so incredibly laggy, I couldn't get down 2 blocks to make it, so I just gave up trying at that point. I don't really know how to do an outro or whatever, so like and subscribe, and if we could get 5 likes on this video, it would be very cool. See you later, losers.